Episode 1, The Secrets. I'm Melissa. I'm the daughter of the chairman of a big corporation. I have a very wealthy family. However, my parents died in a car accident 4 years ago. I am not qualified to run my parents' corporation, so I sold all the shares of the company to another person. I used my parents' inheritance to set up a coffee shop. I'm more than happy with Edward. Edward is currently the director of advertising for a major corporation. We met when Edward went to my coffee shop for drinks and stuff. Because of the way he spoke, I found him a kind, educated man. That's how I got to love him. I decided to marry Edward after a year of dating.
Melissa, are you ready to marry me?
Edward, I love you so much. I agree.
Good morning, my darling.
Good morning, honey. I've made you breakfast. I also cooked lunch for you.
Thank you, darling. You're not just busy at the coffee shop but spending time in the kitchen.
My friend Samuel was in charge. All I look at are receipts and accounting.
I'm just so glad I married you. After this, I expect us to have kids.
When we met, you said you liked kids a lot. If this place doesn't have kids, you must be very sad.
Still no luck lately? I watched The Perfect Day.
We'll have some good news soon. You should eat quickly and go to work.
Have a great day, my darling.
You too.
Hello, we call from NV Gynecology Clinic. Is it Mrs. Melisa?
Yes, I'm Melissa.
We are calling for periodic reports. Can you set up a clinic visit?
I'm free to go this afternoon. Is there a time slot this afternoon?
We made an appointment for 3 p.m. today. See you in the afternoon. Those are the results from your health check. I need to talk to you about something. Please prepare your mentally.
Doctor, I need to know. Do I have a medical condition? Is that why I haven't had kids for a year?
Did you ever get an abortion in your youth?
Doctor, how did you find out? Nobody knew about it, including my parents.
Medical examination indicates that your uterus was damaged. It's hard to have children.
This can't be happening. Long ago, as I was young, I was pregnant. I don't want my future screwed up because I have a baby. Then I got an abortion.
We're out of options. Condolences to you. If possible, you and your husband can come up with other ways, such as adoption or surrogacy. However, there are risks to each approach.
The past I wanted to hide forever, now it came back and ruined my life. I don't know what to say to Edward.
Melissa, how are you? You look pretty bad.
I'm okay.
Did something happen?
Judy, how do you know?
I've been a friend of yours for 4 years. I know that whenever you have a problem, that's the way you are.
I have no idea what to say. Things are so awkward. I didn't want to be dependent on my parents, so I applied for a job after college. Judy was my best friend when I joined JA Company. We fit from personality to food. We are so compatible that at one time we loved the same person. While I was mourning the loss of my parents, Judy was a great help to my mind.
Melissa, it's all right. Technology is so advanced right now. There are a lot of ways to have children.
But how can I tell Edward? Saying that in the past I was foolish to have an abortion?
You better tell him the truth.
Judy, I'm afraid when I do, Edward won't love me anymore. I am so afraid.
Edward is sincere. He will always love you. It would be better for you to be honest.
I don't believe Edward will forgive me. It's a fact of life.
Melissa.
You don't look happy today. What about the coffee shop?
Nothing. I'm just tired.
Should you get to the doctor? Tomorrow. I'll go with you.
You always busy at the agency. I can go on my own, but I think I'm all right.
It's important that you stay healthy. If anything happens to you, I don't know how to deal with it.
Edward, look. I'm fine. I'm fine.
It would help if you got out of the coffee shop. Let Samuel handle this.
What happens? This coffee shop is my heart.
I want you to be healthy and have more kids.
Edward.
Get some sleep now. Good night.
Edward, did you come home soon?
Melissa, are you hiding something from me?
I have nothing to hide from you.
So what is this?
Have you seen those results?
How do I know you're lying to me if I don't look? You can't have children because you are infertile.
No, just an accident. You can't blame me.
You didn't do this. It says here, with signs of abortion. So what? You deceived me for a long time.
That was a mistake in my youth. Everyone has a foolish time. Edward, I'm sorry.
What's wrong with you? You're so disappointing to me.
Where are you headed to?
I don't want to see you anymore.
Edward, don't go. I want to explain.
I'm scared, Judy. Edward figured out my secret. What can I do?
I said to be honest with Edward earlier. I think he was just mad for a moment. Give Edward time. So I got busy. I'll get back to you.
Edward, forgive me. I'm sorry. Edward, you're back. Where did you spend the night?
I went for a drink with some colleagues. Melissa, you don't need to say anything else. I understand. Everyone makes mistakes at a young age. However, the consequences you received this time are too serious.
Edward, if you're really into kids, we can adopt or request surrogacy.
You don't have to. I'm also stubborn about having kids. Stay with you is my happiness.
Edward, how can you be so kind? I'm so happy to marry you. Edward, I thought it over. I'll let you join all my properties. That's all my inheritance.
Melissa, you don't have to do that.
This is my compensation for not having any children. Please, always stand beside me.
Melissa, I love you.
What? You allowed Edward to join the properties?
That's my fault for not having kids. Edward is so good. I want to redeem myself.
But why did you choose this way? You lose half the property if you get divorced.
Samuel, you've always been prejudicial to Edward. Don't be like this again.
I felt something wrong about him since he first showed up, so I'm not sympathetic to him.
Please, Samuel, you're my childhood friend. It would help if you were comfortable because I'm living a happy life now.
Melissa!
This is great. Melissa's willing to let you join her properties.
Thanks for letting me know she's infertile. There's a reason to leave her. Why? What are you doing this for? Aren't you Melissa's close friend, Judy?
Each of us has our secrets. Melissa has one secret. She had an abortion. I got the secret of betraying Melissa. And you. There's a secret that you went out with me, and Melissa didn't notice.
Episode 2, Deep Conspiracy.
Edward, do you love me so much?
Sure, that's a lot.
Do you love me over Melissa?
Yes, I do.
Edward, I love you.
Judy, why are you so hateful of Melissa?
Everybody's got a secret, so you'll find out later. Edward, don't go away. I fell in love with you the first time I saw you at the promotion conference. Until Melissa introduced you, I found out that you were her boyfriend. I can't accept it. Why does Melissa have everything that I want?
Edward, have you finished meeting? I made dinner while I waited for your return.
The job is nearly complete. Wait for me, please. Love you. I have to go.
Edward, stay with me for a little while.
Melissa will get suspicious. Ownership processes are still ongoing. Don't let her mistrust me.
I understand. You must promise me. When the proceedings are over, you must divorce Melissa.
I promise. Love you.
Am I looking wrong? Whose house did Edward leave?
Melissa, listen. Is it Samuel?
I submitted this week's income information through the program. Please check.
Thank you.
Is Edward home now?
Not yet. Today Edward has a meeting with his customers. Why do you ask about him?
Nothing. I am driving home. See you tomorrow at the shop.
Okay. See you tomorrow.
Meeting at home? That house is highly familiar.
All right, you choose the place. Why do you want to meet me?
Edward, what are you trying to do?
I don't understand.
Since you showed up a year ago, I got a bad feeling. You seem to be happy when Melissa put your name on the properties.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't want this. Melissa came up with this.
So what is this?
Samuel, what's on your mind?
I'm not looking for anything. I want you to end this relationship with Judy. You can't hurt Melissa. She lost her parents, and it hurt a lot.
Please don't lie to me. It's all just Photoshop products. I don't want to be separated from Melissa.
What do you say? Is that how you lie?
I know you love Melissa, but she never replied. So you hated me because I married Melissa.
Edward, you can't speculate like it. I don't. I warn you, if I find out that you and Judy are still in touch, I'll tell Melissa.
I didn't expect Samuel to misunderstand me at all. He also used Photoshop to edit pictures and slander me. Perhaps our marriage made him suffer.
Samuel, why did you do this?
No, these are Edward's lies. Please believe me. I saw Edward together with Julie.
I know you're prejudiced against Edward, but you can't do this, or I'll never see you again.
Melissa, how come you don't trust me? I understand Edward was up to something. All I need to do is investigate.
It's been a while since we've been on holiday. I asked the company to leave for a few days. Are we going anywhere?
This is a great idea. I love it. Here's some good news for you.
What's all this about?
I've finished putting your name on my property.
You don't have to.
I told you I'm trying to redeem with you because I can't have kids. Please accept it.
Thank you, Melissa. I love you very much.
I love you too.
Edward speaking.
Are you and Melissa on holiday? I was at a nearby hotel. I'm here to meet you.
Judy, you're being careless.
Didn't Melissa put your name on her properties? What's the big deal? If she finds out, you always get the money.
More complex than it sounds.
Are you coming with me or not?
Hang on. I'll be right with you.
Who did call you?
Some clients work here. They wanted to meet me to ask something.
You should go to see them.
I will be back soon.
The photos have been mailed at your request.
I'll pay for the rest. Edward, will you still deny it this time? Have I warned you? You're still connected to Judy. I'll take these photos to Melissa.
Edward, I want to know the truth. Why do you hesitate to publicize our relationship with Melissa?
Because I want more for Melissa.
What do you mean?
Melissa intends to purchase $1 billion in life insurance. That's worth more than her properties.
You mean, do you want Melissa to die?
Yes, as long as Melissa ceases, we will have his whole property. It's life insurance money, too.
Edward, that's going way too far.
Do you want to keep going?
Edward.
I have to find Melissa. Who are you guys?
Hit him!
Doctor, Why was Samuel injured like this?
They beat him to death. We'll try and deal with it. Maybe he won't wake up, but he will become in a persistent vegetative state.
Samuel! Why? Who did this to you?
How's Samuel?
He's got brain trauma, and he's in a coma. The doctor said he might be a persistent vegetative.
Why is that? Who did all these cruel things?
I have no idea. Judy, there have been many things lately. I'm afraid.
You mean about Samuel? Poor him. It's all right, Melissa. Samuel is a nice person. He will certainly wake up.
Judy, I only have Edward and you. Please, be careful. Has anyone emailed me? Is this Samuel's email? So he scheduled this email.
Melissa, I got a feeling I'm in trouble. The email should be sent in 2 weeks. If you receive this email, something's happened to me. So I will attach the pictures I asked the detective to investigate. You have to trust me. I'm your childhood friend. I never meant for you.
Samuel! What are you trying to tell me? Impossible. Why? Samuel! What are you trying to tell me? Impossible. Why?
I do not believe it. Edward would never cheat me. Just a little misunderstanding. I remembered Samuel had a one-way crush on me. Maybe he used Photoshop again to make these photos. Edward and Judy would never cheat on me. Episode 3, Lost in Love. Dad, Mom, I've missed you for 4 years. Had there not been an accident that year, our family would have been happy thus far. A lot's happened in my life recently. I have no idea how to handle it.
Melissa's parent, rest assured. I've been here with Melissa. I promise I'll take care of Melissa my whole life.
Edward, thanks for coming with me.
That's all right, Melissa. We are husband and wife. I visit your parents' graves is the right thing to do.
It's nice to have you beside me. Thank you for being a part of my life. Edward.
Is something the matter, Melissa?
My health doesn't feel right. I signed my life insurance contract. I want to give you all best things I can.
I don't want to do this. The amount of your life insurance is too high. We have enough money now.
No problem. As long as it makes you happy. But Edward, at this point, have you been honest with me?
To tell you the truth, of course. I love you very, very much.
Edward, please don't deceive me.
I haven't lied to you.
Really?
Yes. What's on your mind?
Before Samuel lost consciousness, he emailed me. He attached these photos to this email. It's a picture of you and Judy sleeping.
Melissa, do you believe anything Samuel said?
I don't believe it. I think it's Photoshop. So the point is to make me hate you.
You're so lucid. Please, trust me on this. I always did love you, and I never lied to you.
I believe you, Edward. I love you so much.
It seems Melissa's getting suspicious of us, but she bought life insurance. I'll find some opportunities.
Edward, are you just looking for money? If you divorce Melissa, you have money for life, too. What are you trying to kill Melissa for?
As you said, everybody's got a secret that can't be told. I have a reason.
It's not worth it. All I want to do is live happily ever after with you.
So let's get rid of Melissa even more. We can't be happy with Melissa alive, because I hired gangsters to hit Samuel.
What do you say? It turns out Samuel is this way because of you.
I wouldn't want to kill him if he hadn't hired someone to take our picture in the hotel. Right now, he's unconscious for the rest of his life.
Edward, you're getting scarier.
Do you feel wrong about loving me?
I don't quite understand your mind.
Judy, don't worry too much. Once we have Melissa's money, everything will be all right.
Samuel, when will you wake up? I don't know who caused you like this.
Besides, I think you might be wrong about Edward and Judy. Don't do this again. When you wake up, we can live happily like before. Doctor, how's Samuel?
He has now gone into a deep coma.
How long until he wakes up?
I have no answer. 1 year, 2 years, or many years after. Nobody knows.
Samuel.
Melissa, let's go to the mountains this weekend for a picnic. You look sad these days. Let's go away for a few days.
Let me ask Judy to join us.
You don't need to. All I want to do is come with you. We have our world.
Edward, I'm so upset. My parent passed away. My close friend Samuel had deep coma. So far, all I got is you and Judy.
No more sadness. Melissa, I'm still standing by you.
Edward, thank you.
What? Are you on a mountain trip with Melissa this weekend?
Yes, this is an opportunity. Melissa signed up for life insurance a couple of months ago. Now the time has come.
Edward, have you thought about this? Or you can't go back?
Judy, let me do it. I'll have no regrets.
Have you ever loved Melissa?
Please don't ask me.
Edward.
The landscape is so beautiful.
Yes, the mountains are empty today as well. Very peaceful for traveling. Melissa, come up here with me. It was nice to take photos there.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Melissa, you go over here. I'll get some photos for you.
I'm scared of heights.
All right, this won't be a problem.
Edward, what you got? Why are you carrying it?
Melissa, are you always so naive?
What are you talking about?
What Samuel said to you is correct. Judy and I were in a relationship.
Impossible. Why have you lied to me? One is my husband, and one is my best friend. Why?
You trust people a lot. You are soft-hearted, which is why I can easily make my revenge plan a reality.
Do you want revenge? I can't think of any reason for your avenging. Why?
The accident that happened to your parents 4 years ago, which I planned by myself.
I can't believe it. How can you be so cruel?
Oh, I forgot. Samuel fell into a deep coma because I hired the gangster for it.
Edward, you're such a cruel person.
I'll take all your assets and the life insurance money. Goodbye, foolish Melissa.
Please help me. Help me.
If there is no hate, may we be happy. Goodbye, Melissa.
Edward.
You're late, Judy. Melissa fell from the mountain. Not many people come to this place. If the police know Melissa was missing it here, they can't locate the body.
Melissa, sorry about the delay. I got here late.
I'm here. How are things going? Okay, I'm on my way.
Now, celebrate our victory.
Judy, this has been a long time.
Melissa, is this you?
I want you to pay for what you did to me. I won't forgive you.
Melissa, don't do this. You're dead. Don't come after us. I'm sorry. Please don't do this. Help me. Help me. Unless this a dream?
Episode 4, Living in Fear.
Edward, it's breakfast time.
Here I am. It's a lovely meal. Judy, look at the tasty food.
That's too much praise.
I tell the truth. I did not praise you. What are you so down about today?
Edward, it's been a couple of years. We've been living together for 2 years now.
You remember that, right? That stuff is done. We got everything from her.
For 2 years now, I've had nightmares. In that nightmare, I saw her. That scared me so much. Edward, is this why I haven't got any kids yet? Our health is always fine. She cursed us, right?
Judy, take it easy. It's nothing. This is just stress. Melissa died 2 years ago. How can she give us revenge?
Edward, I am afraid. I'm so worried about what we did. Melissa will never forgive us.
Edward listens. Okay, I'm on my way to the company right now. Judy, don't be too concerned. I have to be at the company. Ever since I started this business, it's been a lot of work. I need to find a new secretary. I will interview her today.
I have to work too. Sweetheart, take care of yourself.
You too, my darling. Please come in, Miss Andrea. Melissa, is it you?
What are you saying? Who is Melissa? I'm Andrea. I came to interview for the position of secretary.
Are you not Melissa?
What do you mean? I'm Andrea Woods.
You look like someone I know. I'm sorry if there's a mix-up. Let's start the interview. Why is she so similar to Melissa? However, the way she talks isn't the same. Andrea, why did you decide to work for us?
I like startup businesses. There is something new, creative and non-standard compared with big companies.
Your resume says that you previously worked at the AAA company. It's a large marketing company. Why don't you work there?
I feel unfit for my goals anymore.
Andrea never talks like Melissa, but that face is her. Thank you, Andrea, for the interview today. We will get back to you if you are successful in the interview.
Thank you. I hope to cooperate.
Edward here. Let me know where Andrea Woods is. Also investigated AAA company about this person's work history for me. Melissa, if it's you, what are you doing? Are you looking for revenge?
Mrs. Judy, this is your client profile. Please help me verify.
I know, Ryan. I'll take care of this.
I can see you're not all right.
I'm okay. Thanks for worrying me.
Judy, were you happy in the last 2 years?
What do you mean?
It's been 5 years since I've worked with you. For 2 years, I have had the impression that you have suffered a lot. Has anything happened to you?
Ryan, I'm a married person. You shouldn't worry about me. I can't accept your love.
Judy, I understand, but...
You don't have to say anymore. Don't let my husband get mixed up. Please tell me what I should do. Back in the day, I got jealous of Melissa, so I had an affair with Edward. I'm jealous because Melissa's life is so wonderful. She's got the property and the ideal husband. But I didn't think Edward would be that cruel. He killed Melissa. Living with him in the same house these last 2 years, I was terrified. I thought I was lucky. But here comes the fear. What am I supposed to do?
Are the investigation results good? Does she have 4 years of work experience with AAA? I got it. Thank you. So it's just the same face. If Melissa fell from this high, how is she alive? The police were unable to find the body because it was too deep. In any case, I must be careful. I accept her into the company and see what happens. Edward here. Is it Lisa? See you in the old hotel. Are you concerned about my wife? There's nothing to worry about.
Is that Edward? Why is he going to a hotel with a girl? Do I need to tell Judy?
Welcome to my company. This is your place. Your job is to look after the documents required for the company. At the same time, you will join me in meeting the partners. If you need help understanding something, you can put that question to your colleagues. or you can ask me straight away.
Thank you very much.
This afternoon we're meeting with a significant client. So this morning, you need to see this client's profile details.
I understand. I'll do everything I can.
Melissa and I would have been happy if it were not for the hatred that year. Seeing Andrea, I keep thinking about Melissa. The investigation found that Andrea's family is not bad. She currently resides in a cozy apartment. I shouldn't have said anything to Judy. Judy will be more worried. Sorry, Judy. I got a lot to do today. I'm not going home for dinner. I'll be back late tonight.
I understand. Take care. I got everything everyone else wanted. But Edward wasn't really in love with me. Edward sees me as a stepping stone to avenge Melissa. Judy here. Ryan?
Are you home? I will give you the file.
I am at home.
I'm on my way. Judy, what are you so upset about?
Nothing.
Is Edward still not back?
Now, Edward stayed at the company to work until tonight.
Do you believe that Edward stayed at company?
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Here's your client profile. I'm leaving.
Ryan.
What's up?
Stay and have dinner with me. I already cooked it.
Judy, I'm sorry.
Does everything look like it's going as planned?
Yes. Edward does not doubt me.
You must be careful. Edward might take precautions.
I understand.
I called someone to protect you quietly.
William, I know everything you've done over the last couple of years is for redemption. That's enough. I'll look out for myself.
Melissa, I know what's on your mind, but I want to do something for you.
You have helped me for 2 years.
You should thank Samuel. Before the accident, he called me. Either way, I'll always support you.
William, thank you.
I caused a tragedy in your life. No need to thank me. If there's any news, please notify me.
I know. Edward, this has only just started. What you did to me, I will charge you for everything.
Mrs. Judy, your general physical exam is quite regular.
Why don't I get kids? My husband and I spent a couple of years together.
I'm still talking about it. Have you taken any medication recently?
No, I'm just taking supplements.
If so, that's weird.
What happened to me?
We found this little BB compound. If you use BB regularly, the potential for pregnancy is practically impossible. Do you recall any recent medications?
I recalled my husband gave me a multivitamin bottle.
Did you get any photos?
I have.
It would help if you did not use this. It contains BB compound. As I said, if you take BB compound regularly, you'll never get pregnant.
I understand. Thank you. Edward, this may be your plan. You don't want me to have a baby?
Episode 5, Sins in the Past.
Judy, please go home. Tomorrow you will meet another client.
Ryan, why you come so late?
Please, don't drink anymore.
Ryan, come with me.
Judy!
Edward, you think of me as a tool to help you avenge Melissa. I'm done with you.
Customers congratulate you on speaking very well. Andrea, you're a quick learner.
I try my best.
Let's get something to eat. Today I ordered prawn pasta. After dinner, we'll be back at the company.
Prawn pasta?
Don't you like prawns?
I like prawns a lot.
Really? Let's have a meal. Melissa has an allergy to prawns. She'll have a red face when she eats.
Edward, don't you eat?
I'm eating. Is it strange? How come she's not allergic? So she isn't Melissa? I'm still trying to figure it out.
Thank you, William. If it weren't for your help, Edward would know it was me.
Edward has a conspiracy. Luckily, I always send someone for your protection. When Edward ordered, that person asked the kitchen to adjust the menu with veggie prawns. They look like prawns, but they're not real prawns. Melissa, you should be careful. You only sometimes have luck.
I understand. On top of vengeance, our mission is more critical.
Edward is not a simple man. You have to be careful. How is her situation?
Even though you prepared the net, she was severely hurt at that height. We're doing surgery.
I don't care how much money. You must save her. Did you wake up?
I'm not dead, am I?
Of course, you're still alive.
Haven't I fallen off that cliff before?
I've always set people to keep an eye on your day in and day out. I guess Edward will kill you at the top of the mountain, so I installed life nets in the gullies.
I appreciate you saving my life. How long have I been in a coma?
You were in a coma a year ago.
1 year? This can't be happening. Your face looks very familiar. We already met, didn't we?
Yes, not only we met, but also we fell in love.
Are you, William? I must leave here. Don't let me see you.
Melissa, you're in a very dangerous position. Let me look out for you.
William, I hate you. I got pregnant because of you. You told me I needed an abortion. Then later, I found out I was infertile. I hate you.
Melissa, I know all about you. Samuel said everything to me.
Do you mean Samuel contacted you?
Yes, we stayed connected after college. A week before Samuel was in a coma, he phoned me. He did not feel right about your husband. He told me to protect you no matter what. Melissa, I'm so sorry for the pain. At that time, I didn't think straight. If I knew the consequences were so serious, I would never let you did.
William, I get it. This time I want to be alone. I'm still tired.
I kept your information secret. Edward thought you died.
William, I remember you didn't have a wealthy family. What makes you rich now?
Thanks to playing Bitcoin, my life has changed. I've got everything on my plate. I don't care about money anymore. Melissa, what are you up to?
My husband and my best friend betrayed me. I cannot forgive them.
I'll help you fight back.
Why?
With my finance, I can make it easier for you to change into a new identity.
New identity? Shouldn't we tell the police what they did to me?
We got no evidence. If you show up, Edward will lose nothing but his possessions. However, he cannot be condemned. Besides...
What's going on?
Andrea.
Sorry.
What's on your mind?
I'm thinking of our last client. He sounds like a tough client, right?
Yeah, he's pretty tough. Nevertheless, you are very good at explaining the terms.
I'm doing everything I know.
Andrea, you got a boyfriend?
I'm single. What makes you ask that?
Is it weird that you're good-looking and talented, and you don't have a boyfriend?
I want to focus on with my job.
I understand.
So how about you?
My girlfriend and I live together. We have not gotten married.
Really? You're so sweet and caring. That girl of yours must be very happy.
Not exactly how you feel.
Edward, I heard that the new secretary looks like Melissa. Is that true?
Yes. What's going on?
Why do you even hire her?
She's not Melissa. She is Andrea. Just a similar face.
I don't believe. I think she's Melissa. She's about to avenge us.
Judy, I ran a full background check on her. Don't worry about it anymore.
Edward, do you have a crush on her?
What do you say?
You were never in love with me. All you care about is Melissa.
Judy, you're crazy. I do not want to talk to you. I will go out.
Edward. Ryan, see you at the hotel.
Judy, I'm so worried. What if your husband knows we're in a relationship?
Don't you love me? Edward was only a nominal husband. We have never registered our marriage.
Really?
Yes. The things that bind us are our secrets.
Secret?
You shouldn't know. Ryan, I love you.
Judy, me too.
Who knocks on the door? Wait a minute. Edward, what brings you here?
Damn it. You're so brave to betray me. Did you sleep with this guy?
Edward.
I will kill him. Do you dare go to bed with my wife?
Edward, don't do this.
Melissa, why are you in such a hurry this time?
What do you mean? I just sent Edward an anonymous message about Judy having an affair.
He's not a normal person. With Edward's personality, he could kill them both.
What do you say?
Edward, don't do this. I'll get out of your home. I won't claim any of your assets. I want you to forgive Ryan.
Judy, will you give up everything for him?
If you kill Ryan, you're going to prison too. Edward, you wouldn't do such a thing, would you?
Judy, don't think I couldn't.
You have a great future in front of you. Don't let us ruin your future.
You're great, since you can talk to me without fear. Now I forgive you. It sounds like he's in luck. I don't want to see him again.
Ryan, are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm scared. Judy, stay away from Edward. He's mad. He can use weapon. I fear next time he will do something terrible.
You're right. I should have left him a while back. But before leave his house, I have to meet her.
Episode 6, Short-Lived Happiness. Are you?
Please don't act like it. You are Melissa. Did you do something to me?
What do you mean?
Why are you here? You ruined everything. Edward wouldn't find out about me if you didn't show up.
Sorry. I still don't know what you mean. I'm Andrea. I'm not who you're referring to.
Wait. How can you walk away?
Judy, have you lost your mind? You came to my company to cause problems?
Edward, do you slap me?
Why can't I? You are the promiscuous one. I should never have pardoned him that day.
Then you will regret it.
The one who regrets it is you. You're already losing everything. Please, get away from me.
Edward, you look pathetic.
What do you say?
Whatever you do, you'll end up lonely. In my case, at least I found my real love.
Judy, never let me see you again.
Edward, are you okay?
Sorry about Judy doing that to you.
It's just a misunderstanding.
Don't you mind Judy's words?
I'm not the one she mentioned. Why should I care?
Andrea, I like your attitude.
Edward was very cautious. I joined the company 3 months ago. He has no loopholes.
I believe every important document is on his laptop. We need to get the data from it.
but how to get access to his laptop? It's always with him.
It is a flash drive that can steal data from his laptop. However, it takes a while to set up.
I'll find a way in.
Melissa, you can stop this. This is dangerous. I think the police should handle this.
I accepted that from the start.
Besides,
What happens?
I work with the police to help them deal with arms smuggling, and the leader is Edward.
What do you say, Edward?
Under the guise of an advertiser, he approached various clients. Since then has been smuggling arms from the border. Once he had your properties, he founded a media company. This company legitimizes the source of money for arms smuggling. It also makes things easier for his clients. I talked to the cops about your case. They want you to help them gather evidence to arrest Edward, but it is a dangerous task.
I agree.
You should consider it. This is not just payback.
I know, but I understand Edward. I can get very close to him under my new identity.
I feel like Edward started having feelings for you. He may see you as a shadow of Melissa.
I understand. I'll use it to approach him.
Remember, all should be done with care. Edward always carry a gun.
I know.
Andrea, here's a present for you.
Why are you giving me the gift?
You are very productive. I'm very satisfied. You're the greatest secretary ever. I get you gifts to cheer you on.
Thank you. Is this gift perfume? I like it.
If you like it, I'm happy.
How do things go with your girlfriend?
We broke up with each other. She took off from my place.
This is too bad.
I'm not sorry at all. She cheated on me. Andrea, I feel so alone. Do you want to go on a date?
Sorry, Edward. We should be friends at the moment. I want to focus on the job.
I understand. I don't want to pressure you. I don't know why I have this stomach ache. What's going on with the food? Andrea, hold on a minute. I'm going to the toilet.
Should I buy medicine?
No, you should not.
This is my chance. Okay, let's hurry up. He can come out anytime.
Andrea, is your stomach sore?
I don't have any. Edward, are you done toileting?
Yes, I feel better now.
It's so good.
Melissa, the cops got the flash drive. They analyzed the data on it. They say we stay away from Edward. Maybe he discovered the laptop was compromised.
No way. I'm extremely cautious.
We must not be reckless. Edward is very intriguing. He looks out for everything. You should quit the job.
No, if I quit, he will know who I am. William, it's okay.
Melissa, I'm so worried about you.
I know what you're talking about, but I can protect myself.
Edward here. I want to ask you something. Yes, I'll transfer the money to you once it's over.
Judy, what did you buy?
I bought a bunch of stuff for the new house. I also got more baby things.
What do you say? What is baby stuff?
Ryan, you are foolish. I have a baby.
Are you telling me you were pregnant? Is that my child?
Yes, I was pregnant a month ago. This is your child, for sure.
I'm really happy, Judy.
We will build a happy family.
I'll keep our family happily. It feels so strange. There's an issue with the car brakes.
What do you say?
I can't stop this car.
Impossible. Ryan, what do we do?
I have no idea. It's dangerous.
No, no. Edward, why?
Afternoon news. This afternoon, there was a car crash on the EE highway. 2 casualties, a man and a woman, were transported to the hospital. We don't know exactly how they live or die. We will keep up to date as new information becomes available.
William, did you catch the news?
I watched. The two victims are Judy and her boyfriend.
What's going on here? Did he do it?
I think so.
Edward. He's such a cruel person.
Thank you. I'll transfer your money. Judy, are you sure you'll be happy? Never. What I don't have, no one else can. It's the end of you and that man.
Doctor, are they all right?
They were severely hurt. We moved them to the emergency and prepare for the operation. But they will likely be in a coma for a few more days.
I'll handle any costs to them. Also, it would help if you kept their identities.
I understand. We're taking them to the intensive care unit. Nobody knows they get treated here.
Episode 7, Be Exposed.
I handled the expenses required for Judy and her boyfriend.
Thank you.
Do you no longer hate Judy?
The accident was so bad for her. I never thought Edward was going to be so cruel. Maybe Judy never expected Edward to be like this.
About Edward, I still feel very strange.
What do you mean?
I still have no idea why Edward hates your family so much, but there must be a reason.
I think so too. Edward killed my parents. He also murdered me for the properties. I still have no idea why he did it.
I'll have the cops look into it. Edward is a man who defies cunning. So do not be reckless when you are with him.
I know.
Melissa, can I tell you something?
Let me hear it.
If everything is over, can you go out with me?
William, what do you mean?
I'm still in love with you. I know you can hardly forgive me, but I'm looking out for you for the rest of my life.
I understand your sincerity for me. However, there is still an important task ahead of us. I can't answer that at this point. Sorry about that, William.
I understand.
Edward, there's something in this deal that I don't understand.
What part don't you know?
One customer wants to set up events for his business, but how come half the fees go to your account?
No need to worry. The accountant settled the matter.
I understand.
Andrea, would you like to eat with me tonight?
I'm afraid I'm busy.
What are you busy with?
I have some family business.
If so, at a later date.
Edward, I got something for you.
Do you have any gifts for me?
I made some cupcakes. Hopefully, you'll like it.
Thank you, Andrea. You care so much. I'll give it a shot. Edward here. What? Wait a minute.
What's going on?
I have something to do. Why? Why did the police catch this shipment?
We do not know. As usual, we have been there. There was an unexpected police ambush.
It's strange. Every action we take is perfect.
Edward, do you think we got an inside man?
Insider? It can be. I'm not sharing our data with anyone.
In general, we must be cautious. Otherwise, we'll lose it all.
I know. How did the cops find out about my schedule?
The cops just told me. They caught a shipment of Edward.
Did they use any flash drive data last time?
Yes, they did. They said they would get more evidence before they asked for an arrest warrant. Melissa, you need to get out of this company. If Edward links to these facts, he will see who you are.
I don't think he can figure it out. No need to worry.
Melissa.
Did you wake up already?
Are you? What are you doing here?
You and your boyfriend collapsed after the crash. Then you were taken to the hospital.
Edward made it happen. Edward did something to us.
I know. I told the hospital not to reveal your identity.
How's Ryan?
He's okay. He's lying in another room. He's still not awake.
Are you Melissa?
Yes, I'm Melissa.
Why did you stay alive? That's how it happened. I got it. Melissa, if that's the case, your situation is extremely dangerous. Edward is mad. If he knew Andrea was Melissa, you'd be at risk.
I know. I'll be careful. No need to worry.
Melissa, I'm sorry about all of it. Because I'm jealous of everything you have. I made a huge mistake. Over the last couple of years, I've never been at peace. When I close my eyes, I see you come back and put me in charge.
It's over. I no longer blame you. I hope you get better off in the future.
Melissa, can we become friends again?
Why not, Judy? I forgive you. Let's live happily with Ryan.
Thank you. Thank you for your forgiveness.
You're welcome. You should take a rest.
What? The police catch the shipment again? How come it's like this? I know. I'll reconsider. Temporarily cease importing additional shipments. I'll check in later. It feels so strange. I'm sure something happened. Shouldn't it be then? This can't be happening.
Melissa, are you having dinner with Edward?
Yes. I'm in the cab now.
You shouldn't be there. The cops have been looking into Edward.
Is something wrong?
He's on some antidepressants. Edward is often stressed and becomes insane quickly, so he had to take this medicine to relieve it.
I met him in a famous restaurant. With such a crowd, he wouldn't dare do anything.
Melissa, you are too stubborn.
It's all right, William.
This place is one of the finest in town. Did you eat here yet?
I'm not. It's the first time I've ever been here.
Really? Let's hope this restaurant tastes right. Andrea, do you have anything to hide from me?
Edward, what do you say?
I ask, do you have anything to hide from me?
I have nothing to hide from you.
You lie.
What's up?
Don't move, or I'll fire all of you. Andrea, I was sold by you.
What do you say?
It was that day when I had a stomach ache. You hacked into my laptop.
I did not.
Lie. No one else can do it.
Put your gun down, and we'll talk.
Shut up. You're Melissa. Are you? Well, why don't you say? Or should I shoot them, say or not?
Yes, I am Melissa.
So my feeling was right. How does a person look alike? Melissa, you're still alive anyway.
Yes, I have to live for revenge. Why, Edward? We did not cause anything to you. What's your revenge for?
Melissa, if there's no hate, can anyone be happy?
Edward, answer me. Why did you have to do it?
Go with me, or you will die.
Too late. He took her somewhere. Please, you have to save Melissa.
Are you Edward? You seem very sad.
Who are you?
People refer to me as Emma, and my real name is...
I don't want to talk with you.
Do you need help? Can you talk to me?
You don't have to comfort me. Get away from me.
I have some candy for you. When you feel sad, eat candy. You'll feel better.
Thank you.
Teacher, where is Edward?
Something's going on with his family. He had already left school.
Really? I miss him. Will he come back?
I don't know.
Episode 8, Reveal the Pain.
Edward, why did you bring me here?
Melissa, this place has a lot of memories with us. Do you remember that?
Yes, this is my house. I lost it all because of you. Edward, please, let me know. Why do you want payback for my family? We never hurt you.
It was your father who ruined my family.
You lie. My dad is not like that.
Your father secretly damaged my dad's company. He cut costs and kept my dad out of business. After that, my dad's business couldn't keep going because of a lack of capital. In the end, the company went bankrupt. All the wealth was gone. There's nothing left for my dad. You're a woman of luxury. How can you know your father do it outside?
So before this, you were also a wealthy person?
Yes, your father ruined it all, just because he was trying to destroy my dad's company. My dad then murdered himself, because he could not accept the truth. My mother went insane after watching my dad die. Do you understand how it feels to move from happiness to pain? Then I was adopted by a relative. I will never forget the years when I was poor. I was always looking for revenge on your family. After I have a job at agency, I started contacting the gangsters to kill your parents. I know you'll get all the properties. As a result, I approached you to continue my plan of vengeance.
Edward.
I know you weren't expecting to be infertile. I paid off the clinic doctor, so that result is completely false. You can't have children, because I silently swapped the multivitamin for the high BB compound.
What do you say? The information that can't get pregnant is false?
Yes, it is all in my plan to take your property. I pretended to argue with you, and then walking away is also my plan.
Wait, so your relationship with Judy was your plan, too?
Yes, I realized Judy's envy of you. Therefore, I want to borrow her hand to help my plan go smoothly. Judy was naive enough to think I loved her. Of course not at all. After 2 years of living with her, I was sickened. I also swapped out the multivitamin for a BB compound. I didn't want her to get pregnant. When Judy was having an affair, the anonymous message made my task of getting her off the property even easier.
Edward, why? Why did you become such a person?
Because that's how your family made me. The wicked one is not me, but your dad.
You're crazy. My parents were dead. If you call it payback, then you made it. Who else do you want to hurt? You were just a pitiful loner. You only love yourself.
You were wrong. I used to love you, but because of payback, I can't.
No, revenge is nothing but an excuse. This is about money. That's all you like.
Melissa, can we start our relationship again? We'll go somewhere nobody knows. We shall live together forever. With these money, we can live without worry. Are you okay, Melissa?
Edward, this is too late. What you do will never be undone. You not only hurt a lot of people, but you also smuggled in arms. Will you be able to live in peace? That path all along is your choice.
Melissa, I'll make you happy if you give me a chance.
Sorry, Edward. You're the one who let hatred ruin everything.
Edward, stay where you are. You were arrested for smuggling arms and hired gangsters to kill people.
Get away from me, or I'll kill her.
Edward, please don't underestimate me.
Melissa, what are you doing with a gun? You think you can shoot me?
My resentment over the last couple of years. I can't let it go easy. Edward, you need to pay for this. Edward, why have you changed so much? Why can't you remember who I am? Back in the day, when you got candy from me, you were very happy. Why do you become evil due to hate?
Melissa, what do you say? This can't be happening. Are you a little girl?
I am the little Emma in kindergarten. My nickname is Emma. I'm the one who gave you candy. So when I met you in the coffee shop, I immediately recognized that you were the little boy from kindergarten.
Why didn't you tell me?
I waited until I had a chance to talk. I plan on bringing it up when I'm pregnant. I didn't expect everything to turn like this.
I ruined the whole thing. I hope to see young Emma again someday. But the little Emma I was expecting is Melissa. Why? If there is, Then Melisa, die with me.
Melissa, be careful.
William!
Caught him.
You're okay. I'm glad.
William, please, somebody call the ambulance. William, you'll be fine. You helped me out for the last 2 years. Everything is going to be over. Doctor, what's going on with William?
He lost a lot of blood. His blood type is ORH negative. This type is very rare. No more blood in the hospital. We're reaching out to other hospitals.
Policeman?
Edward was also taken to this hospital for treatment. We've got his blood test results. He has blood type ORH negative.
If Edward gives blood, he could save William.
Time is running out. The blood supply for William lasted only briefly.
I understand. Where is Edward now?
Miss Melissa, Edward is under arrest at the hospital. His spirit was in a panic.
Let me go talk to him. Otherwise, William will be at risk.
We'll send someone outside. If anything happens, speak out.
I got it. William, please wait for me. I'll think of some way to save you. You will be all right.
Melisa, why did you come here? Melisa, what are you doing in there?
Edward, are you all right?
Are you pitiful to me? You see my tragic ending. Are you happy? Please leave me alone. Get out of my face.
Edward, why are you so stubborn up to this point? All this is about you.
No, it's your father's fault with my family.
I came to you for a reason. Please save William. Your blood is the only way to save him. Episode 9, The End of Tragedy.
Who is William? Is that a bulletproof name for you? What's the relationship between you and him? Why do you care about this guy?
William was my old boyfriend from college. We love one another, but it doesn't end well. William said I needed an abortion.
Is he the one who asked you to have an abortion? I should also thank him. He made my plan a little easier. When I found out that you had an abortion, I could use it as an excuse for you to be infertile. Does he have blood loss?
Yes, his blood type and yours are the same. It's ORH negative. The hospital no longer has that kind of blood. Please, save William.
Why? Melisa, how could you reject my love? We can get out of this place. Go somewhere nobody knows. Why?
Edward, we can't discuss this now.
You think I'll allow you to be happy? Never. You won't get a happy life with this William. I want to see you in terrible pain. I'll never make you happy.
Edward, you're crazy.
Yes, I'm crazy.
Sorry, Miss Melissa. I think Edward would like to meet this person.
Get out of here.
Edward, you must see this person.
Mom, why are you here? Aren't you in psychiatric care?
Edward, I got over my mental illness. But all this time, I don't want to tell you, until the police called to say I knew what you had done.
Mom, I'm glad I did. Melissa's family is worth dying for. You thought my plan for revenge was fantastic? All made by me. I murdered the parents of Melisa. I got revenge for my dad.
Edward, if I hadn't been shocked when your father died, you wouldn't have fallen into the hole of guilt.
Mom, what are you talking about? What do you mean? You must be happy. You must be glad I avenged the family.
I suppose you might be wrong, Edward. Our tragedy is unrelated to Melissa's family. It was because of your father.
What? No, you lie. You lie, don't you?
That's not a lie. Your father's business was not good. He was trying to use Melissa's dad for his own benefit. But Melissa's dad figured it out. Melissa's dad gave your father a chance, but he didn't know how to turn it off. Melissa's dad had to call the police. Police have investigated and sealed all property. The company ran out of capital and went bankrupt.
Why didn't he tell me what was going on?
Edward, you always idolized your old man. Did he say he was the bad guy? When your father killed himself, I couldn't live with that and I went crazy. It's all my fault. I wish I had told you the truth earlier. I don't think you idolize your father and trust his lies. So you thought Melissa's family did something to us.
Why? How come it's like this? It turns out that was only a misunderstanding. What I did this whole time is a waste. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
His spirit was not good. Call the doctor.
I want to meet Melisa. Please, call her. Melisa, I agree. I'll give blood for William.
Edward.
All the tragedies you face are due to my own hands. I have to pay you back.
Thank you.
Why am I so stupid? I ruined it all.
The past cannot be brought back. Edward, what you did, you have to face up to.
I know.
William, are you awake?
Melissa, how long have I been in the hospital?
It's been 4 days since you were in a coma. Thankfully, as a result of Edward's blood donation, you were saved.
Edward gave blood to save my life?
Yes, your blood is rare. It is not available at the hospital. Edward's blood type is similar to yours. He gave blood for you.
That's how it happened. What a fatal misunderstanding.
Yes, Edward was depressed. With what he was going to have now, it was over.
Why do you come here?
Thank you one more time. You saved William's life.
Melisa, no more visits from now on. I don't want to meet anyone.
Edward, let me get you a lawyer. When you go to court, you'll have a reduced jail term.
It's not what I need. Everything I do, I take responsibility for. Get out of here. I don't want to see you again.
Edward.
Let me do it.
Samuel, it's only been a few weeks since you recovered. I can manage the business. You should stay home and rest.
I'm bored at home. I feel better now. I'm here to help you.
If you feel tired, just tell me.
I know.
Melisa here. Are you a police officer? What happens? What? Edward was. How could he do that? This can't be happening. I got it. Edward, rest in peace. All the pain is gone. You won't be controlled by hate anymore.
Thank you, Edward. Although we never talked, but you saved me. No matter how much you made mistakes, it's over. Please rest in peace.
William, what made Edward choose this end?
With Edward's personality, he won't accept that he's in jail. What he did, everything was caused by a misunderstanding.
Do you think that, with no hatred, Edward and I could live happily ever after?
You two would have had a better result if there hadn't been hatred.
William, I thought about you. Now I can't be in love with anyone. All I want is a peaceful life. So I apologize. I cannot repay your love for you.
Melissa, I understand. I will still wait for you, no matter how much time passes. If you need anything, let me know. I'm still standing by you.
Why are you doing so much to me? If about I'm infertile, you don't need to atone anymore. This information is false, which Edward made up. There's nothing to worry about.
It's not about that. I still have feelings for you. I don't want anybody but you.
William, I got it. At a certain point, When time heals, I'll be able to open my heart.
I'll be waiting for you, Melissa.